Hi, everybody, and welcome to Proline, coming to you direct from Las Vegas. We are the longest-running sports handicapping show in America. I'm Dave Cokin, joined by Jim Feist. We're going to take a look at Week 3 of the NFL, including the Seahawks-Titans, plus the Raiders and Redskins, and we'll have some Vegas sports betting tips to get you ready for another winning weekend. First, Jim, 2-0 with the NFL high roller releases for you in Week 1, and then a perfect 2-0 in Week 2 with an easy under winner on the 49ers, Seahawks, and the Broncos annihilating the Cowboys. Can you do better than 4-0? That's the question.
Sure. 6-0 coming up. I have my first college football game of the year going on Saturday, along with a platinum NFL high roller. When you purchase online at jimfeist.com, at checkout, punch in the code JIM50 and get 50% off. Also, if you want to get 7 days of service on the house, go to ProlineTV.com and hit the subscribe button, or you can get a free play every day right to your cell phone by texting GAME. That's GAME to 64600.
That's very easy. I can do that. Well, I don't actually need to. Listen, 2-0 with my NFL high rollers in the season after the Ravens got past Cleveland 24-10. You can also get a free daily play from me by texting Cokin 64600. And check out our plays daily at jimfeist.com for articles, videos, podcasts, along with the fast facts. Those are free stats from Jim's personal database. And if you purchase any of my plays at jimfeist.com, make sure to use the promo code DAVE50 at checkout because you're going to save 50% off the total tab. That's pretty good. Before we get to the games, let's take a look at this week's Proline poll question of the week, which is up every Monday on Twitter at Jim Feist Sports. We left the Browns and Rams off because, I don't know, you just get sick of beating up the same organizations all the time. So we limited this to 4 other teams. What is the crummiest managed NFL team? The Jets, also known as the Green Slime, the Colts, the Chargers, or the 49ers?
I think we could add other teams.
Oh, we could add a few more teams.
Yeah, that's one of the problems. We're kind of throwing the NFL under the bus here. 18% of you picked the Chargers, 18% the 49ers, 25% said the Jets, and 39% dumped on the Colts.
Ooh, that's I'd be torn between the Jets and Colts. The Jets have been screwing up for longer, so I guess in terms of duration, I would go Jets. But the Colts, Jim Irsay's, he's a little bit of a whack job, I think.
Well, that's obvious. I mean, you can tell by some of the things that we've read about him going over. I mean, half the league. I mean, you could go to the Jaguars. You could throw them in there. There's so many teams in the NFL.
I don't think the Chargers. Well, yeah, they are. I mean, they should have just said, well, fine. I mean, they're playing in a soccer stadium in L.A. Not good.
Well,
but the Chargers, a lot of the Chargers' problems have been
ownership,
just on the field screw-ups.
I think their ownership has been a problem. I mean, if you go back, I like the answers. I think you could have gone a couple different directions with that, but I want to thank everybody for participating in it because it makes it an interesting conversation. But if you want to talk about bad managed teams, and I know we didn't want to talk about the Browns, but let's look at the Chargers. When you go back a few years, and you can name the players, probably be a better memory for the players than I do, but they had Marty Schottenheimer.
14-2.
And they fired him.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
And look at the team they had at the time. The players that on that team, I mean, they had LT. They had a lot of great players. That should have been a championship team. Even now with Phillip Rivers. I mean,
they just find ways to lose games. They could be 2-0. Instead, they're 0-2.
Now, what did they get rid of their kicker? I mean,
Young Hoku will be there this weekend.
He blew 2 games, one a tie and one a win.
Yeah, I'm not going to put the first one on him so much, but you got to make that kick last week. And the problem with Koo is, and this was known going in, he has a low trajectory on his kicks. He's going to get kicks blocked. I don't know how this is not going to be a long-term arrangement.
No, of course.
He's still the kicker this weekend, but we'll see how long that lasts.
How many fans do they have in the stands there?
Not many.
9?
Lots of good seats available. And, I don't know. The LA thing is kind of comical to me. It's like Did they forget what happened the last time they had two teams in L.A.?
Oh, it was a disaster.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Why is it going to be any different this time?
The ownership of the Chargers couldn't get it together with San Diego, so
Chargers
they moved
need to be in San Diego.
Yeah,
They need to be in San Diego.
They do.
Meanwhile, the one franchise that's in San Diego will tip our cap to Rocky Long, Bobby Houck, and the San Diego State Aztecs, who actually, if it was the Pac-13, they'd be 2-0 and in first place because they've beaten two Pac-10 teams in a row. All right, we want to thank everyone for participating in this week's poll question. Check out Twitter. My handle there is @DaveCokin, which is my name, so it's kind of works pretty well that way. And you can see my daily comments and occasional rants about sports in the Vegas sports wagering scene.
And you can participate every day with me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube.
Okay, when we come back, we'll be taking a look at a pair of Week 3 showdowns, the Seahawks-Titans and the Raiders taking on the Redskins.